I'm Brittany, and I just concluded my Baking and Pastry program, and last year I already finished the Culinary program with Oregon Culinary.
Hi, I'm Timi I actually did the same. We've taken both the classes together.
My mind is pure culinary. Hers is baking and pastry and planned out and OCD logical. I'm OCD about cleaning. Baking and pastry I enjoyed, but I was never great at it. It's kind of, I don't know, it challenges me, but it's not natural.
The baking and pastry program was actually always the reason that I came. I wanted to be well-rounded.
I got a phone call one day from someone saying they came at 8 here, and that the food and the atmosphere was 10 times better and they felt more welcome.
I feel like it sounds kind of strange, but there's like two kinds of cooks. There's hunters and there's gatherers. And there's people that know exactly what they're going to make and they prepare out in advance and they like right or wrong answers. And then there's other people that can just go find anything and make something incredible and amazing. And I definitely am a planner. I like to prepare everything. I like to know what I want. That's why baking works for me. Scaling is perfect. I love knowing that I have all my ingredients first and then order the things. And Culinary was awesome, but it was definitely, that was a stretch for me, actually, like moving beyond my boundaries, I guess, and the right or wrong answers and realizing that there were ridiculous amounts of answers.
And Culinary is also a little bit hotter, the heat and the over the flame and how to do this and the hand motions. I think that learning though from both of them is equal. I think they're both cram-packed and that all the chefs are really knowledgeable about stuff. They have no problem with one-on-one help. They'll stay with you after or even before class. I don't think you're losing any of your money by either program.
I definitely feel like going to both was a really, really big positive for me. I was just always so afraid to try new things and put new things in, and I was so cautious that taking the Culinary program first allowed me to go into baking and look at it from somewhat of a different angle. You know, I could come up with interesting new fillings for something classic, or you could, even savory like biscuits and yeast breads were so fun and so much easier because I felt like I had an understanding of flavors and the way that things kind of went together.
Sometimes I get so frustrated I want to throw things at people.
With Culinary, if you mess up one thing, sometimes it feels like it's still fixable, and with baking, you put hours into one product and you kind of almost poured your heart and your soul into like one project, and then one little mistake can just alter everything. It's so crazy, and so it's nice to have the extra time, but it's devastating.
If people are wondering if they're going to choose one or the other, or if they're going to go through both, if you're an exact person, if you can't handle mess, if you can't handle mixing flavors or trying different things, or if you get frustrated easily and you love exact answers, if you're a mathematician, baking and pastry is for you.
You're going to be getting your hands dirty in butter and eggs and flour and sugar and chocolate. Also, I'm a very impatient person. The idea of making buttercream one day and then making my cake the next day and letting it cool and then putting it together the third day, I'm like, what?
Even though sometimes I wanted to wake up and scream, I would do nothing different.
I have a lot of friends that are going to school and getting bachelor's and associates, and that's awesome, and they're so excited, but they're like, now what? And it's funny because I could go anywhere, essentially, and that makes me really excited. I could move wherever I wanted, and I've got this knowledge and this education, behind me, and it's applicable everywhere. I'm not going to go somewhere and they're not going to have food. Yeah, like there's no way.
It's a plate or a bowl, and then you fill it with ice cream, and you unmold it, and you put a cake layer on the bottom, and you use that as its base. And then when it's super frozen, hard as rock, you coat it in a meringue, throw it in the oven at like 425 until it gets golden brown, and then take it out and serve it immediately. Because this is meringue on the outside, ice cream, and then a cake layer, and you don't want to melt the ice cream.
I actually was really not very confident coming in here. I was really nervous. In my class, I realized there were like people of all ages. There were men, there were women, there were people that had been in restaurants, people that hadn't, and it made me feel really comfortable in my class. Plus, our class was fairly small, so we got to know each other really well.
I agree.
The chefs, every chef was there. It wasn't just the chef that you had that you could talk to. You could ask anyone a question, and they got excited about actually answering the questions. Really exciting to have good chefs, good students around, and just kind of a support group.
Just do it.
Seriously, just do it. I literally,
if you even have one thought about it, do it. Don't overthink it. Don't try talk yourself out of it.